Today I'm going to do my first plan with me. It's kind of a plan with me and an overview, as well as a little look at the stickers that I've made, because people have asked about those on vlogs and Instagram. I am going to show you how I made them at some point. It's really simple. It's basically just sizing them down on a word processing, what's the word I'm looking for, software. I use Pages on Mac, but it could be Word, it could be whatever you want, and then printing it out on sticker paper. Sticker paper is actually just A4 parcel sheets. I got mine from Staples, which was definitely not the cheapest way to do it, but I wanted it immediately. It was over Christmas, so Amazon and things wasn't going to be super quick. But you can get it from Amazon, I'll link some below. But I think this was £17 for like 100 sheets, which is expensive. But if you consider how much money you can spend on a sheet half this size, probably even a quarter of this size, £3 or £4 a sheet, and they aren't necessarily all exactly the stickers that you want, I think this is pretty good. So I like the way that I've done this, and it means that I can have really personalised stickers, and I've really tried to use up every single tiny little bit of space as well, which is why I've got some, you know, it's not neatly laid out necessarily, but these are all the stickers that I've used, that I've made today for some upcoming plans. I've also stuck some other ones in, just generic kind of weekend and coffee and all that stuff, just to use up the paper. As well as some Kimojis, excuse me, that I found online. This is the best part of it, because I'm not buying them from someone. I can use whatever copyrighted images that I want and put them in my planner, because I don't have to worry about infringement or anything, because it's just something that I'm printing out personally to put in my own personal planner. So into the planner, it's coming along quickly. I find that I am a major ahead planner, because I mean, for one thing, I like to write things in. I haven't gotten into post-its yet. I have bought some post-its, in fact, they are here. This is my little folder that I keep in the front normally, and I've got some post-its in there, which in theory I should be putting anything that I'm not 100% sure about, or, you know, things to plan. I know that that's the thing that planners do. I've not really got into it in that way yet. I'm just kind of going with it and just being messy and stuff. So in theory you would put post-its in and then come to the week before and you would plan it, but I kind of like doing bits and pieces at a time. So this is how I've been doing it. I've been using my first page for YouTube and blogging ideas, and this is a perfect example of me just being messy, because most of these ideas I've put them in and then they're not necessarily going to go in that order. It would be good if they were on some kind of liftable sticker that I could replace. That would be excellent. If you've got any suggestions of repealable stickers, I would love to know, that aren't kind of post-its, because I'd love to be able to kind of just pick that up and put it down. I'll probably end up just going over them with stickers to say what actually went in their place. And then down side here, I've got my ideas for the month, and I figure I'll cross them off as I film them or I upload them, and then I'll carry them over to the next month to make sure that I am actually keeping that running list, and I'm going through the videos that I want to make, or the ones that have been requested. So this is my first week in the Erin Condren planner. I absolutely love it. I love it for the scrapbook element. I mean, my previous planner, which I will go through and I'll compare in another video, I'm still using my personal planner as my planner in my handbag, and I think what I probably will do in years to come is get a smaller personal planner for my bag, because that's it's a substantial size. It's probably like here. It's just a little bit smaller, but it's a lot easier to carry in my bag, and it's thinner. And it's also something I don't mind scribbling in. So I'm keeping that for kind of my date planner and my thing that I have with me all the time, and then I'm keeping this as something that I have at home. So it's more of a desk planner. It's more of something that I can sit while I'm watching TV and I'm mindlessly sticking things and just making lists. I'm a huge list maker, which is why this vertical layout works for me really well. But I'm just really enjoying being able to personalize and customize and stickers and stuff. So this is this week. I'm not sure when I'm uploading this, but this is the week that I'm in now, and this is Tuesday. And I've done pretty well to not overspill yet. I mean, I have started planning on next week and the week after. This is how I'm probably going to do it. So my plan with me is probably not going to be the same as other people's, but this is kind of how I've been doing it. So last week I was looking at this week and thinking, right, I'm starting my slimming world properly again this week. So I started making my food list, I started making my meal plans. Now the meal plans aren't necessarily set in stone. Again, this is something I wish I could kind of lift off and put back down. I'll probably start using small post-its in these areas as we go on and I learn a little bit about that. But right now I'm just kind of like scribbling things in and crossing them out. And then I've got some bits and pieces of kind of decorative stuff in here, but so far this has been pretty plain. I'm using up some stickers that I didn't think I'd use. The hydrate stickers, I thought it would be a good thing along with my Slimming World. So I'm trying to drink more water. I've done pretty well in not drinking any Diet Coke so far this year, but I'm trying, that's probably cursed it. I thought I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna drink Diet Coke, then I won't do it. But so far, it's not too bad. I know it's only like 5 days in, but still I'm like obsessed. And then I've got my little countdown, and that's why I've got my 25 days till New York, which is tomorrow. And that's why I started onto the subsequent weeks, because I thought I want to put in my dates, but I want to kind of have a little bit of a fun background. So I've got my 20 days, my 15 days, and then the week before we go, I've got one thing in there. Now I have done a little bit of something the week that we're going to be in New York, which is the very beginning of January, just because it's my birthday. But I think I'm going to redo this a little bit because I have plenty of New York themed stickers here that I want to mess with. I've printed off some kind of old Instagrams of the previous trip that we went on, just little things, and then afterwards I will show you what I've done and how I've done it. Basically, I am going to just use scissors to cut these out. I print them out and I'll cut them by hand. I don't have a special cutter or anything like that. And I'm not, you know, super bothered about it, but if you were, there are machines that you can get. I think the whole point of making your own stickers, apart from the fact that you can customize them and make them however you want them to be, is keeping it cheap and not necessarily buying expensive machinery. I mean, I know that's famous last words for me, but I think unless I was going to sell the stickers, I probably wouldn't buy a laser cutter. It just doesn't make sense for me. So I'm all done for now anyway, and this is not really going to be, as I was going round and along, I thought it's not really going to be a conventional plan with me because I'm not planning everything right now. I'm just kind of pre-planning some things, and it's mostly decorating, I suppose. I'm showing you how I lay things out. So we'll take you back to last week just to give you an indication of how something is kind of fully planned. I do want a little bit of decorative planning, but I also want to leave space to add things as the week goes on. So I'm not going to the week before go, right, now this is it and it's set in stone, and I'm not going to use post-its on the week of. I just want to be able to write in the planner. I don't want to be too precious about it. So this is what it looked like last week. A lot of the kind of decorative stuff I put in ahead of time, and then I just kind of worked around it, which is what I've done for the next few weeks as well. So this is this week, much plainer, not a lot going on this week. I'm going to do a lot of kind of lists and things this week because Milo's off poorly. He's got chicken pox, so he's not going to be at school, which means I'm not really going to be filming all that much this week. Hopefully I'm going to get some kind of vlog style stuff and things like this done, but nothing kind of regular sit in front of the camera kind of filming. None of that is really going to get done, potentially the weekend, but not this week, in the week. So this is going to be a lot of list making and potentially blogging. I'm planning for like the next few weeks, so that's why there's not a lot going on there. Next week, hopefully, providing he's well again, which fingers crossed, you know, it's only a limited amount of time that kids have chickenpox for, I have a much busier week. So down here I've got my packing list. This is basically just a list of things that I think I'll probably be taking with me, but we'll see. I've made a little list here of YouTube videos that I want to make for the week. Then over here I've got 3 columns where I've separated those videos out into checklists. Thursday, Friday I work, so Thursday, Friday not a lot is going to be going on blogging and YouTube wise for planning, and this is predominantly why I'm going to be using this planner for my blog and YouTube. So I kind of want to use the second half of the planner with my check boxes that I can use all week. So this is just a list of stuff that I want to get done, and then that's all separated out. This day is an exciting one because I'm having my hair extensions done, which I'm super excited about. And I turned into like a 12-year-old again with my decorating there. And then I've got some things to remember about that, you know, just remember to film the process, remember to get some before and after pictures. I've got a blog checklist there that I'm not sure what I'm going to be blogging next week yet. And then I've just got another little decorative thing about my hair. And then other than that, I don't really want to kind of pencil anything else in because these are my plans, this is what I want to get done, but I don't know what's happening schedule wise. Something else could come up next week, and so I've left a lot of blank space. I've got a lot of decorative boxes down here. I like this. I like leaving the bottom one for some kind of decoration, whether it be pictures or stickers. I like that, but I know that some people will need the space. And I also think it looks really uniform when you do kind of one all across the bottom. I think it looks really uniform when you have kind of one decorative section and then you just dip in and out of the rest of it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I feel the same way about this week as well. I really, really like that week. It just feels quite uniform, even though there's lots of little bits going on. It feels neat still. But again, that's probably something, this is new to me, so this is something that I'll probably pick up as I go along, how I prefer to decorate and plan. So the following week, I've really not done anything at all. I'm really hoping that this week I can get enough done, because I want to get as much pre-filmed as possible for the remainder of the week, or remainder of the month, sorry, that I can have a little bit of time off and kind of relax towards the end of the month. So I'm hoping I can get so much done in this week that I won't have to do that much this week. We'll see. We'll see. But I haven't planned anything for that week yet. And then this week is the week before New York. So again, this is probably going to be busier than I anticipate. So I'm going to do some kind of final checks, that kind of thing. But I don't want to be planning anything major for this week. And then we go into the week of, well, again, I've not penciled anything in because I haven't got anything set in stone planned. If you can hear like sniffling now, the dog's come to join me. Yes, we've got the itinerary labels at the top, which I've printed off myself, and then I've got morning, afternoon, evening, which are signified by these emojis that I chose to be morning, afternoon, evening, these like New York themed emojis. And then I'm going to go and do a vague, you know, this area or whatever it is I want to do. Then in these little sections I've got to go, and these are kind of related to this. You know, I'd quite like to do these things on this day kind of thing. Top of the rock I want to do on my birthday, which is this date, and go shopping, which is these little emoji stickers that I printed out. I want to do top of the rock, and I also want to go to the rainbow room, hopefully, which has a bar within the top of the rock. Maybe the ice skating. That's all stuff that we need to think about, but possibly that's kind of what's going to be outlined in that. And then the itinerary coming home, Kimoji face. The itinerary coming home is going to be kind of brief, but over these 3 days, I'd like to get the stuff I absolutely really want to do, I'd like to get that done there. So what I'll probably do over the next week or so is make a list of my absolute must go. I actually had a sticker, I don't know what I did with it, I had a must do sticker to put there. I'm going to do like my must see things along there, and then I will designate them to different areas of the week, which is how it works for me best. I find that putting a list of something and then separating that out across the week or the month or however it is that I'm looking at it is the best way of me organising something when I have to do something, or organising my time when I have a list of things to do. So that's what it looks like so far. It's fairly, you know, bare. I've also got outfit tags at the bottom because I'm going with Emma, who's a fellow blogger. I'm hoping to get a lot of outfit pictures, because previously it's a little bit difficult. I mean, Lee is more than willing to take outfit pictures for me, but it's very different when you've got another blogger, let alone another woman, but another blogger especially, or another woman let alone another blogger makes more sense. Another blogger there who has kind of the same eye, the same vision as you have to take your pictures for you. So I really want to utilise that, and we'll take each other's outfit pictures. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning there, which will come back to the fact that I have got in here, in the travel videos, I've got NYC outfit ideas and packing for New York as 2 separate videos. So in one video, I'm going to do like a try on, and in the other one, I'm going to show you me packing and all the bits that I've chosen to take. So yeah, it really works for me. Planning like this has been brilliant for me for the past 1.5 years for YouTube, but I really like this is very visual for me. The way I did it before was very kind of jotted notes in my diary, but this is I like that it's lists. I never thought that the vertical layout would work for me, but it really does. And it's the lists is what it is for me. But this page is probably my favourite, so we'll stick it on this one. We'll stay with this one for now. Really like the chevrons. Again, this is all stuff that I just printed out for myself. I found these online. You can find all of the measurements. I forget exactly what everything was off the top of my head, but you can find all the measurements of what these boxes are online. People have listed them on various websites. And that's all I did. I kind of like sized them on the computer. That's the fiddliest part, really. I also used PicMonkey to create some of these other things, you know, like the star boxes, and I made these little things. I used PicMonkey for those things. I could probably use PicMonkey to create some of these. Is it called bokeh? It's like bokeh, B-O-K-E-H. These like little blurred out lights. I think you could do that as well, but it's just sitting. It takes a long time. It's just sitting and doing it, and you know, being bothered. Most of the stickers you see here, I did print out for myself. There are a couple from other people, but I've barely used other people's stickers since I started making my own, because I just really prefer it. So If you want a video about that, I have already written it in as a I will do, but if you want a video about that, then let me know and I will film that soon. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed seeing a little overview of my planner, the way that I decorate, the way that I plan. I may do videos like this in the future, I don't know. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to be something that you guys are going to be interested in, or if you want to see kind of at the end of the month an overview of what happened that month, what I might be filming for the next month. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will see you guys next time. So that's it for today's instalment, and I got rid of 30 items of makeup. It's a completely round number and that was totally by accident, but 30.